Howdy, neighbors. This is actually another one of the messages that we needed to deliver today before we head out on the road to the events that we have. And the issue we'd like to talk about, or I'd like to talk about, is the Carolina Panthers. And everyone knows, if you followed me in our 2016 election, and if you're following me now for our 2018 election, that I am probably one of the biggest football fans, college football to professional football fans. I'm committed to every sports bar here in Charlotte, from Charlotte to Fayetteville. I think I've probably visited every single one of them to watch a game because I believe that football is one of those unique sports that actually brings people together. Doesn't make a difference whether you're Republican or Democrat. If you're rooting for the Panthers, you're a Panthers fan. So I know lately the news has been coming out, and there have been minority owners of the Panthers that have been trying to test the waters, so to speak, and see where the winds are blowing about building a new stadium here in Charlotte. And even though I would personally love to have a wonderful stadium, I'm also a Dallas Cowboy fan, and I love the fact that they have a wonderful new stadium, but I don't like the fact that taxpayers actually subsidize a billionaire, Jerry Jones, when he has given back so little back to the community. And I feel that way about the Panthers situation. I don't believe that taxpayers should subsidize corporate welfare. I don't believe that we should subsidize millionaires or billionaires. If you can't afford to buy the Panthers and a stadium, then don't do it. We'll find someone who can. And when you come out, like they have been in the Charlotte Observer, with these op-eds and these stories about how, well, we just want to let you know that there is minority ownerships that are thinking about doing this with maybe the NASCAR guy. We don't know exactly sure what's going to happen, but we're going to require a dome stadium. Well, if that's your starting position in the negotiations with Charlotte taxpayers like myself, then I ask that our city council members, from Julie Eisel to Ed Driggs to our mayor, to Luana, to all of the city council members, Matt Newton, to all of you, and I can't, to Dimple, to Braxton, and I'm forgetting them, our wonderful Justin. I ask you, if that's where they're standing on the negotiation side, by immediately coming out and saying, when we buy this, we expect $1 billion or $1.5 billion stadium, then we need to start the negotiation process by saying publicly it's not going to happen. If we meet somewhere in the middle, maybe that's the case. But for the life of me, and I think most Charlottenians and most North Carolinians will agree, if we can spend and somehow come up magically with $500 million, is what you're estimating, $500 to $800 million to our part to build the stadium, then that money should be available to fix the I-77 toll road fiasco. That money should be available in our district to fix 74. That money should be available for public workforce housing, to fix our infrastructure, to fix the bridges and the dams that have been crumbling in the Fayetteville, Cumberland County area, the Robeson County area. If that money is so readily available from a taxpayer standpoint, then we have to decide where our priorities are as North Carolinians, as Americans, and also as just fiscally responsible individuals. So what I say to those South Charlotte privileged elitist class people who are starting to write these op-eds, I won't mention any names. We know who they are. They're the minority owners of the Charlotte Panthers, North Carolina Panthers, or the Carolina Panthers, and you can look who they are, look who they up. We've already benefited them tremendously by subsidizing them in their profits. If you want to buy the Carolina Panthers, buy the Carolina Panthers. We're happy to have a new ownership, but don't expect the taxpayers to bail you out. And I can tell you that even though this may seem like just a local or state issue, As a congressional candidate, I am outraged that the privileged and elitist class would just assume that we would bow down to their negotiation tactics by telling us, I just want to let you know, we're probably going to buy this team, but this is what we expect. Well, you know what? That's not how you start negotiations. And if that means you got to move, then move. We'll find another team. We'll find someone who has more moral fiber than who you are. So I want to go on the record, and this is not really a congressional issue. This is more I'm a South Charlotte resident, and I'm a huge Cam fan, and McCaffrey and Owens, and my goodness gracious, I was so upset they lost yesterday. Taxpayers will not, should not, and will not bail out or subsidize billionaires and millionaires anymore. Those days are over. We need to focus on working class and struggling Americans. And unfortunately, if that means that we have to lose the Carolina Panthers, I'm sorry to let you go, but don't let the door hit you on your way out. Have a great day.
Yeah!